a young boy, I grew up in the state of New Mexico. And as memory goes, you roll in life into one single memory. We used to have to go every season, summer, spring, fall, winter, to the Navajo Indian Reservation. I've rolled it all into one where you would go and listen to the priest give you a lecture on Christianity, an Irishman playing bagpipes, and Navajo Indians dancing in their garb. In the meantime, you had a picture of Christ on the cross, a West European fellow up above, and the Virgin Mary, who is revered far more than Christ in the Latino world. So since those days as a young boy, I always tried to formulate in my mind this concept of religion. I'm hoping that now in the 21st century that we can step up a level higher in life itself and realize that these three particular religions all speak of the same thing. Don't kill your neighbor, love your neighbor, treat a man as you would want to be treated yourself. So I look at it as concept of unity, of trying to bring everybody together, the Bible, the Quran, the Torah. I wanted to bridge the gap of Islam, Judaism, and Christianity as all one common goal for humanity. It took about 12 years of self-discovery on how I want to represent what's taking place. In the end, it takes on a life of its own, many concepts that I didn't really have in mind myself. One night, my children and I, on Easter, we were going to have a party, and we invited some friends over. I only had the Abraham piece finished, and I hadn't really formulated in my mind how I'm going to make the table. And my older son and I decided to lay it out on the floor and oil it up with linseed oil. As the evening progressed and we went to bed, my son threw the linseed oil rags in the trash by the refrigerator, and it ignited and burned up our house, kitchen. So after we cleaned up the mess, we thought, I'll make a table out of this. My daughter says, well, Jesus either really loves us or he really hates us. I hope that people today, when they step in and think about their basic foundation of life and how we were raised, when we're children, and we go to the playground, we played with everybody, all the kids, the boys, girls, no matter race, creed, or color. Someplace between childhood and adulthood, prejudices arrive. Now, if we can shed those prejudices and come back to our infancy, if you will, when we were able to play with our neighbor, play with somebody from another country, play with white or black without any hindrances. I'm hoping that people will be able to have a dialogue and come to a point where we can understand culture. As time went and I started doing the sketches, developing the table, the concept came to me that really the unifying factor in life, no matter where you live in the world, as we travel, people invite you to their house. You eat, you drink, and you tell stories about your family and children. So I wanted to create that type of an atmosphere where you're not really stuck there, but with the Christ and the religious figures laid out in the table, I wanted more of an intimate feeling where you could actually come in and this God, if you will, that was always stuck way up high, we were so detached from it. So I wanted the ability to come in and interact and put your hand on his hand or touch Mary's face, if you will, as though you are actually a part of culture and humanity. I would say that maybe I would provoke people that weren't very secure in their identity. As soon as you have food and drink, barriers are dropped, and you have a few moments of a non-reality where you get along and you enjoy drink, you enjoy food. So in that sense, I think that wine has always been an icebreaker. I like to be the purveyor, thinking that I'm opening up some doors for non-hostile conversation as to from whence we came.